Hey, welcome to KocoSports Weekly Lucha Underground Review. I am the huge one, Dave Coco from KocoSports.com or KocoSports.net for fucking now. And don't let backstage drama fucking do it. I'm by myself praising, telling people how great, the temple is, how you should be a believer, how it's the best show on television. And I was like, you know what? Let me get a friend to convince him. I held Rob from Coco Sports by gunpoint and said, watch Lucha Underground. You're gonna love it. And was it not the greatest fucking show ever?
It was pretty amazing. Like, it's rare that I force myself to make time to binge watch something. Because, I try to stay productive, and sometimes I'm like, this is so good, I don't want to stop watching it. And that was Lucha Underground. Like, the whole catch-up to getting to last week and then this week was just amazing. The entire promotion is, in my opinion, perfect wrestling right now. Like, you have so many 5-star matches in their short lifespan. It's insane how many amazing top-level matches we've seen. They have great editing. The creative side is phenomenal. The vignettes they do are some of the coolest things in the world, and they genuinely sell this wrestling promotion as an underground fight club sort of style at the temple, and it's phenomenal. It is the best Like, I was ready to quit watching wrestling after Fastlane. Like, Dave, you remember, I was real.
Fastlane was painful.
I was real negative, and Dave told me just try Lucha Underground, try ROH, and I watched ROH 13, and I was stoked, and then I watched Lucha Underground, and Lucha Underground is enough for me to sit through every single WWE thing every week and still be happy at the end of the week with wrestling overall, because Lucha Underground gives me so much good shit in that 1 hour.
Now, Dave Meltzer tweeted something out, and I normally don't mention Dave Meltzer's tweets, but he hit it nail on the head. If you think pro wrestling is bad now, you're just not a wrestling fan. And what I mean by that is, WWE is fucking garbage. It's garbage. But Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor has its moments. TNA, it's up and down, but it's it has its moments. New Japan, Dragon Gate, the indies out there. I honestly think if you ignore WWE, this is one of the best times to be a pro wrestling fan. I mean, if you're a WWE fan, let's just hug it out, bro. It's long, painful, and the pain is never fucking going away. But if you're a pro wrestling fan and you look past that fucking horse shit on Monday night, it's fucking pretty goddamn good. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. Not a good time to be a WWE fan. A good time to be a wrestling fan. And
I just want to say thank you, Lucha. Thank you, Lucha Underground and AAA. Thank you.
Now we get last week. Let's talk about the negative. Last week we gave Lucha Underground its lowest score ever of a tie. I think they bounced back. That's true. It wasn't.
Yeah, don't throw me under the bus. Don't throw me under the bus.
I thought
That's still
so
a win.
far, out of the whole series, I think every show's been a win except one. I think it was like the 4th or 5th week. I thought it was a week win, and then I thought last week was a tie. So
compared to any other wrestling promotion, these are all still wins.
So I'm giving this week a win. You are once again Positive Petey. You haven't been Positive Petey in a while. We originally hired you because you were a positive pro wrestling fan, and then 3-6 months down the line, you're like, fuck everything.
WWE killed me. WWE murdered Positive Petey, but Lucha Underground resurrected him. This is a huge win.
Welcome back, Positive Petey. Let's break this down as best we can. Like I said, please do go find it. I know the El Rey Network isn't the easiest thing to find, but they're growing, and it's a pirate's life for me. I hope that, because there's a controversial story that Rob posted about the ratings, and I hope it bounces back and gets the ratings. My biggest fear about Lucha Underground, let's talk about it.
Hold on, let me just clarify. Let me clarify on the article before I get torn apart. The article's title makes it sound a little bit worse than it is. Their ratings are not great, but they're also a brand new promotion with zero background and name and brand value that's coming out of the gates. Very, very strong. And the article is more meant to remind you, if you like Lucha Underground, if you want to see Lucha Underground survive, you need to start tuning in. You need to start telling people about it. You need to help it grow if you really love it. Because otherwise, WWE is going to push it out, just like they do everyone else. If you love the promotion, support it.
I think the biggest fear is it's like the MTV promotion, or it's like many options that have popped up on the radar. And my biggest fear is just one day Lucha Underground's gone. I think that's my biggest fear about this company. Because I trust in-ring ability, I trust booking and storylines, like even questionable stuff. That's the thing. Once you start getting on a roll of telling good stories, once you start getting on a roll of putting on shows, you start to trust the product. So you don't have any, like, you know, like when Lucha Underground does something controversial, you're like, and you say, oh, give it time, their short track record goes, you know what, I will give it time. But when WWE or TNA says, oh, just give it time, you're like, no, you've had a track record. No. And once again, I will not let this fucking rest.
And tonight's a great example of that.
There are YouTubers out there that defended the Bella storyline and said, give it time.
Oh, no. I'm putting the brakes on. We are not talking about the Bellas on Lucha Underground.
All I'm saying is those motherfuckers need to apologize. If you're going to say give it time, and that's the fucking finale, you need to apologize. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's break down Lucha Underground, shall we? Let's break it down. You owe an apology to the internet. I'm not calling out any names, but you know who the fuck you are, you fucking YouTube pieces of shit. All right. First off, you have Pentagon Jr., and I'm going to mispronounce this because I failed Spanish 1 and can barely speak fucking English because I'm a punch-drunk fucking idiot. First, Arganus. But I'm going to use his birth name. The fucking brother of the original Mystico and Sin Cara. And when this happened, Pentagon Jr. is in a storyline where he's just breaking motherfuckers' arms. And usually it's like, oh, fucking Joe Bob. And you're like, oh, whatever, fucking Joe Bob's not going to stay around. Oh, whatever, that guy's not staying around. And then it's Pentagon Jr. and he's like, oh, I'm fucking worshiping my master, which I'm excited to see who the master is. And he's like, I'm like, some motherfucker's getting their arm broken Ronda Rousey style. I'm fucking giggling. And Arganus comes out, and I'm like, that's Mystico's brother, the original Mystico. Fucking, it hurts me so hard to say that. But the original Mystico, the original Zakar, I'm like, that's his fucking brother. I'm like, there's no fucking way they're breaking the arm. And he has a pretty decent match considering they're pushing Pentagon Jr.
Oh, dude, does that mean we might get to see Mystico come and avenge him?
That's what I was talking about. Pentagon Jr. wins via submission with an arm breaker. He makes it believe, is he breaking his arm? Is he fucking pulling out? Who knows? It's fucking amazing. Go with it. And the whole time I was like, you can't do that to Mystico's brother. And I kid you not, I had a fanboy moment. I was like, oh my friggin' God. Oh my Terry Funk. They're bringing in Mystico. Now granted, am I being a fanboy and jumping the gun? Yes. But I am beyond fanboying for this. I am fangirling for this. I'm like, the original Mystico. And I am fucking excited as shit. Now, if original Mystico doesn't show up, I won't judge him too hardly, but you can't fuck with my emotions like that. I did not think that fucking Arganus was going to get his fucking arm broken. I didn't. And I was like, oh, okay. Because you remember, Pentagon Jr. started off as, like, an asshole who got taken advantage by Chavo Guerrero Jr. Chavo, fucking hustled him. And like, yeah, all right, whatever, Pentagon Jr. looks good. And then they started cutting these, I fucking know every martial art, fucking I have a master promos. And so, the promos are cool, but, he's still a fucking jackass. It's like, I'm Pentagon Jr., and Chavo Guerrero is the wallet inspector. Here's my wallet. But no, he's starting to become a fucking real badass. They fucking booked him against a lot of fucking local talent, as they say, and breaking arms. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then when Arganus came out, I was like, oh, there's no way they're going to break his fucking arm. Or, do the arm breaker move. I'm like, there's just no fucking way. They're selling it. They're going out of the company. And he hit a pile package driver and then hits the arm breaker move to get the win. And I just went from fucking, oh, pretty cool match. Good they're pushing Pentagon Jr. to, oh my god, when can I start wearing my Mystico mask? You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
I jumped the fucking gun on this forever, and I feel bad for Lucha Underground because my imagination has run wild.
Dude, is it just me, or does your imagination run wild on who the master is going to be, too? It's like, there's so many great people it could be. Who could it be? Because everyone already thinks Conan's buddy is going to be Mysterio.
No, Rey Mysterio is the guy who, like, this is, okay, we're now going into fucking fandom here. There's no fucking spoilers here. Rey Mysterio is obviously Conan's friend who picked out fucking Ricochet. Or, I mean, Prince Puma.
Which is exciting, because it's come out that, I think it was, I don't remember where I originally read it or heard it, but basically it's in his contract, the same as Patron's, that if Lucha Underground starts getting big, they're already contracted to work for it.
Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully
Ray's actually said in an interview that if he goes to Lucha Underground, he wants to take Lucha global. And I'm like, dude, go.
And now that, but at House of Hardcore 8, granted, he only did a couple moves and a fucking emotional promo at House of Hardcore 8. But if you watched it and you didn't pay for it, Tommy Dreamer's coming after you. But if you watched it, he looked healthier than he's looked in a real long time.
Oh,
now, granted, he only did like 1 or 2 moves. But, you know, if those 1 or 2 moves happened in WWE, that motherfucker would need a cane. This guy was flying around the ring and looked healthier than ever, so I'm really excited.
He looks so young and spry. It's like, thank you, WWE, for giving him a year paid off. Thank you.
Yeah, because you were like, we can't lose our guys. Bleh. I love that. Let's not focus on this.
All right. So now that we're past that super awesome.
I think his master is that Asian girl that flies around and appears for no fucking reason.
See, I don't think so. I think she's there hunting after someone. Like, I think she's trying to find someone who's there, similar to, like, you remember the movie Bloodsport?
I do.
You remember how those guys were looking for Jean-Claude Van Damme? The military guys were trying to find Jean-Claude?
Yeah.
I personally am hoping that's what this chick's doing, is she's trying to find... She's there looking for someone that's not supposed to be there.
Like Nakamura? All right, I went from fantasy booking to fucking straight up fucking died and went to heaven.
Oh my god, what if hold on. What if Uhaa Nation isn't really signed with the WWE? That's all dirt sheet bullshit rumors created by Lucha Underground because she's there to hunt for fucking Uhaa to bring him back to Japan because she knows he's on his way there to find his buddy Ricochet and team up with Prince Puma, and she's there to stop him, and Uhaa's gonna appear soon.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. With that said, that's awesome. And, you know, him and Prince Puma are best buddies. We're best friends. That's not gonna happen. Katrina's backstage with Phoenix. You know what? Here it is. You look like the type of guy that would fucking date crazy chicks. If I'm Phoenix, I'm backing the fuck off from this bitch.
Oh, I'm not. I'm like,
maybe I'm just not the man that fucking you and Phoenix are, because I'm just saying, bitch, you kissed me. I'm not fucking fighting some guy that fucking survived an earthquake and all that shit.
There's a song that I like, and it basically goes, there's a sick little suicide in all that we do, and the whole thing is, you're just choosing which way you're gonna die. I feel like that's a great way to go.
I always wanted to rob a bank and then look someone in the eye and be like, we did it. And then while we're trapped in the bank, we just blow it up.
All right, well, that went a little bit crazy, a little bit quick. Moving on.
Also, you just said Uhaa Nation's going up. This is going to be a crazy podcast. Now, one thing that's got me scared. It's got me scared. Like, I'm positive. I love the motherfucker. But Conan, they hype videos for Conan and Conan's Revenge. Alright, unless Conan's the best actor in the world, which is a possibility.
Hold on, whoa.
Stop.
I'm going to stop you because I already know what's going to make you happy. Conan's Revenge isn't going to be dealt with personally. He's going to call in a friend to help.
Alright. And maybe that's Rey Mysterio? Possibility. Yep. But you know, they try to hint that, you know, Conan is coming back, and I don't know, it looks to me by the promos, he's solving shit himself. I mean, he's hanging out in a warehouse that rains a lot, I mean, this look motherfucker like he's going down, and I don't know. Like, I want to see Conan be amazing, but
just because Rocky got his ass beat doesn't mean I want to see Mickey back.
Yeah, and not all that. But here's another thing: where the fuck is Prince Puma in the title?
Dude, I
know the title's ripped up and shit. I know the title's ripped up and shit. Hear me out on this. I know that, but like, why not fucking Rich Bag McGillicuddy buy him a new fucking title? Come on.
Because think about how much harder you're gonna pop as soon as Puma returns. Because Puma got fucking just obliterated by Cage, and it sells how strong Cage is. And then Puma's
I'm gonna give an open letter. I'm gonna give an open letter because I'm gonna be delusional and pretend Lucha Underground listens to this. I'm gonna open letter Mr. Lucha. Dear Mr. Lucha, I miss Prince Puma more than I miss. I made myself sad, but
also,
I'll continue the joke. Dear Mr. Lucha, I miss Prince Puma more than my dead grandmother. Love, Coco. I actually felt guilty with that joke. I had to retake it. I'm like, no, I'm already in fucking. I'm sorry, Grandma.
Wow.
I just made
That's something else,
sad.
Dave. Also, I just want to say.
Prince Puma. That's the point.
I want to warn anyone getting into this. You are going to see a shit ton of Johnny Mundo versus Prince Puma. It's okay, though. It's not like in WWE where they keep putting the same guys together for no fucking reason. No, these guys keep getting together because every time they go in the ring against each other, it's a 5-star fucking match. These guys push each other to the limit, and it's fucking fantastic. And be excited anytime you see Puma and Mundo on the card against each other. Just know you were in for a fucking treat.
We need Prince Puma back. That's what we need. Do we get a hashtag? We need Prince Puma back. I suck at hashtags because my hashtags are always way too long.
maybe Prince Puma's off right now because Ricochet's like, I need time off. I heard my friend Uha Nation made a terrible decision and signed with the WWE. I need to go talk to him.
And he's just there every day. Like, what the fuck are you
What
thinking?
are you doing,
like,
man?
He's just there at NXT, and you're like, does he have an NXT contract? And they're like, I don't know. We don't even have a fucking trainer. And Prince Puma's like, what are you doing here? It's not too late. Tell him. Uha.
Come on, they recognize Ricochet. They just have Uha sitting there doing stretches and stuff, and they recognize him. He's had a tryout. They let him. From what I heard or what I read, they passed on him. They passed on him.
WWE didn't even know who Yoshitatsu was. True fucking story.
Really?
If anyone can read Japanese or can hear Japanese, or maybe I could get Yoshitatsu on the show to speak English. You have to hear the Yoshitatsu interview about how they didn't know who the fuck he was, literally. They literally did not know who he was. And Yoshitatsu's like, it's time for me to go home.
Maybe Yoshitatsu is his master.
Oh, that would be cool. We need some more Yoshitatsu. Oh, Yoshitatsu's fucking still recovering from broken neck from AJ Styles. God damn AJ
Lucha
Styles. Underground
is where dreams come true.
You just wish upon a star, wish upon a lucha mask. All right. A video of an unnamed man, also unnamed Asian woman in the trunk of his last week's shown. The screen says the hunter arrives. And I thought that was a pretty cool package. I also like that he's just driving a regular old pickup truck and, just showing up. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, he wears his badass cowboy hat, too.
I always mispronounce this dude's name. King
Cuerno?
No one's ever called me out on it. Angelico?
Angelico,
of course. Everything sounds like a fucking H. I'm starting to learn Spanish from fucking... I'm starting to learn Spanish from doing Lucha Underground reviews and people mad tweeting at me. When in doubt, just make the H noise. So it's Angelico versus Heber Elise.
No, not Helico, Angelico. I'm pretty sure is how it is.
Angelico versus Everlise, referee Son of Havoc. According to you, my source is you. According to you, they edited a lot of stuff out because it was getting a little too sexual. But
yeah, that was something that I had read on Reddit. Was people who went to the live show said that it was so bad that Angelico was so over the top that at the end of the match, whenever he pinned her, the style he pinned her in was so sexual that's what encouraged the fast count by Son of Havoc, and they cut a lot of it out. And apparently the crowd was so annoyed by it that they chanted sex offender at him after the match ended.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. This is the thing about this match. It takes balls. It just takes balls to put this on national TV. And you know what? I don't know. I'm okay with it. You know, I enjoy it. I can see a lot of people hating it. Like, T-Sean always flips the fuck out. There's people that really despise this shit. But like I said, I think last week in a couple shows, you have to decide, are women equal? That's what you have to decide as a human being. I know it's difficult because you're like, I was just expecting to do a Lucha Underground review with two fat fucking nerds. But Rob's not fat. Second thing is, you have to decide. You can't be like, hashtag Stephanie McMahon is not a feminist but really a cunt. Give divas a chance. Women wrestling fucking deserves it. I was raised by a single mom, and she hugged me, and now I think women are great. You can't send out that hashtag and be like, whoa, a woman wrestling a man? How dare they? You have to decide. You have to decide. I think women are equal. And if women are equal, you know, if he covered Spike Dudley like that, he would be fine with it. Spike Dudley's my always go-to guy, or Spud, you know?
Well, here's my question. A lot of people, there's been some backlash because people feel, people are upset about how Big Rick pinned Sexy Star, how he just no-sold her moves and then held her down.
Yeah,
and I can defend that by saying that was good storytelling, and it wasn't anything as a knock against Sexy Star as a woman. It was Sexy Star as a human being is very small. Big Rick as a human being is very big.
It would be like me. I'm 5'11" fat. It would be like me, 5'11" fat, in a legit fight versus Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar doesn't want to kill me.
Yeah, I mean,
Brock Lesnar's doing the same thing to me as even Big Rick. I have, for the record, I just want it to be known. You have to fucking come out, and you have to fucking pre-eye patch, I hated Big Rick. Even Lucha Underground protected him pretty good. Now with the eye patch, I'm Team Big Rick all the way. But in ECW, when he was born, when he played high school football, I was the guy be like, fuck you, I hate you. But you know, eye patch changed a lot about him, man. But even with that, I've said a lot of shit about Big Rick. So I could see Big Rick coming to Tokyo and be like, hey, motherfucker, did you say I was the worst fucking human being ever, and I hope you fucking die? I was like, actually, that was my birthday card message to you.
And he's like, you're killing me.
No. And he said, let's fucking fight. Dude, she would have did better than me. I hope that he's such a gentleman towards me, because holy shit, will that guy fucking...
Yeah, and I want to point out, the flaw of people saying that's not treating women seriously... No, this had nothing to do with that. If you're looking at that, you're looking at the wrong thing. This was a story of a former heel coming back and not hurting another face because he's made a face turn, and instead just holding her down to get the win. That was
an
great
eye patch. Don't forget the eye patch.
Yeah.
Now listen.
The badass eye patch.
I got a second thing. I got a second thing that I have to do to Lucha. Dear Mr. Lucha. Fucking don't you ever lose the eye patch. You lose the eye patch, I don't know if I can fucking handle it. Dude, I kid you not. There was one time, last week or a couple weeks ago, I got a bad memory, where he was fighting the fucking crew and throws the eye patch to the ground, and I lost my shit. I was like, not now. Not now. Not like this. That motherfucker better wear that eye patch for life.
All right, simmer down. But the other knock people are giving it is people feel like sexualizing Ivelisse that much in the match takes away from her as a performer and isn't fair to women. And to those people, I say, I don't like being a dick, but I genuinely think you might be an idiot, because you're not looking at this match the way that the story is being told. I don't think this is the story of this guy basically trying to fuck with these two people, this couple, and get into their heads and being way overly sexual with the woman, and the woman legit beating his ass for it and punishing him for it the entire match. And the only reason she got caught was because she couldn't see past Son of Havoc, and then he dunked, and she got hit. She won that match up until that point. She was dominating him. I mean, fuck, that gorgeous Hurricane Rana, where they cleared the ground entirely and slammed down. Like, there were so many amazing wrestling moments.
Let me tell you about a place where women fucking get beat up by men a lot. It's not a magical place. It's called New Jersey.
God damn it, Dave.
No, hear me out. And in New Jersey, women get beat up a lot. Like, you know, just a lot. Through my childhood, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, and women, New Jersey women run their mouth. They're like, and New Jersey men just take it. But what I noticed is with New Jersey men, especially in my white trash family, yay, my family, like, comment, subscribe, family. In my white trash family, the way it works is the women are complete fucking bitches and run everything. But there's always that line where, like, no, my uncle just fucking clocked my aunt. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of times women act fucking very tough in New Jersey. And sometimes men don't want to fight them, but eventually fight them. And that's what this match was kind of telling that story. Like, a lot of people are like, this never happens. I'm like, bitch, come to Thanksgiving. This shit happens all the time.
Right. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of the people hating on this match are just, I really think they're being idiots.
Listen, if you hate on women wrestling men and you hate on these matches where they're telling stories, you have to decide. You can't hashtag, my mom was fucking great, let women wrestle, fucking, you just can't hashtag that shit. You have to decide.
No, let's stop for a sec. This isn't a fucking, it's not a gender equality thing. This is two different characters. One is a very attractive woman, and one is a kind of a scumbag young guy who's pushing it way too far. But it's being shown that he's pushing it too far. It's not like he's doing that and everyone in the announce team's cheering him on, saying how great he is and all this stuff. No, everyone was saying he was going too far. People, that was the story. Fuck you people. It was the story. That was the point. And Evilise put on one of, in my opinion, the best intergender matches I've ever seen. Like,
what?
They were so good athletically that they were doing,
No one scares me about this, and like, if we can get real for a second, then we're going to talk about the main event. If we can get real for real, I write a lot of offensive books, and this is the first time I'm not using a pen name. I'm afraid that this type of people that complain about this, dude, feel like I'm the fucking Joker with my book. Like,
oh God, you're the devil to these people. I've heard your book ideas. You're the devil to some people.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, if you think, because like I have a lot of female, transgender, male scumbag lead characters. Let me just read a review that I just popped up in my book. It's not a very good book. It's just pure filth with a good storyline. If you want to read how a psychopath thinks, buy this book. And yeah, I just fucking think like, dude, nothing of this was offensive. Maybe I'm not in hashtag generation here. Katrina tells Mil Muertos, Man of 1,000 Dead, that Phoenix is going to bury him, put him away.
No, hold on. I'm teaching you names. This is part of Lucha Underground, is learning names. Mil Muertes. Mil Muertes.
Alright, but this is what I'm talking about, Katrina. No, why? Why do you do this? Why? Oh, Phoenix. You better be getting some of that.
Can we point out?
It better be the greatest.
Can we point out Katrina deserves a slow clap for her commitment to the lick, because she has licked a lot of sweaty wrestlers, and she licked Mil Muertes all the way across his body like a week or two ago, like after a full match. I'm just saying, this woman deserves some credit for how willing she is to do some fucking weird, nasty shit.
Now we go to.
I would definitely date her.
All right, we got to speed this up because real life obligations are getting in the way. So no disrespect to the next match, and we also have to get to some live comments. The cage match with Johnny Mundo versus King Cuerno. Help me, Spanish tag in Spanish one expert. Exactly, and I enjoyed this match a lot. And cage matches have become really, really bad as of late, and it just seems like they went out of their way to be like, you know what? Let's have a good cage match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was, I don't know, I just describe it as a very good cage match with a great spot to end it. And it was Starship Pain from the top of the cage. Johnny Mundo wins via pinfall. And I thought the match was amazing. Go out of your way to check it out. But we are a review show. One negative of Lucha Underground is, and I don't want you to become Raw. So, like, when I put the suggestion a couple weeks ago, I don't know if Mr. Lucha got this thing, but I don't want 900 recaps. I don't want that. But what I do want is I want replays of the finishers. I don't want to go to my thing and be like, oh my fucking god, let me rewind that. Oh my fucking god, let me rewind that. Just, give me a replay, baby.
See, I don't know. I hate replays because of Raw.
The replay of the finisher, I think, is a must. If it's a sporting event, you would have a replay of the finisher.
My problem with that is that replaying the finisher is what led us down the path that turned into WWE commentary, ignoring the match for the most part.
So you think
comment on the finish.
You think you think that replays are like a drug, and replaying the finishers the gateway drug to become a WWE.
Yeah. If you replay finishers, that's step one. Next thing you know, you're like, you know what? We could just replay the recap so that they understand the feud. Next thing you know, we get an hour-long Lucha Underground's like, we need 3-hour segments, and then, all because they tasted a little, just a little taste.
All right. I don't know. Lucha, dear Mr. Lucha, can you do instant replays of the finisher without losing control? Can you
without giving in to the replay?
At Marcus NY15 favored us and retweeted us. Council Gaming, aka American Alucard, at American Alucard says, it's been solid. Watch the show so you could join me in KocoSports.
No, that's not about that. He was telling me to watch TNA.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, we can watch TNA. I worked during TNA, and I was sick this week. It's so funny because, like, when you do as many podcasts as I do, and I have health problems, and you're out for health for one day, people, like, lose their shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, but we'll be doing a TNA. Well, tomorrow I hope to do a lot of podcasts because me and Rob have a lot of ideas. All right. And to YouTube comments, Peter Gillen says, didn't see Lucha yet, but I was blown away by TNA last night. Wow. A lot of good vibes from TNA. I haven't watched it yet. Lucha is a great product.
You guys need to go watch Lucha.
All right, so pump your brakes. Let's hear the rest of the comment. Lucha is a great product by my eyes. If you love high-flying style of wrestling, there are so much better than, at times, overhyped NXT. NXT is good, but overhyped based on things. I want to do this, because Rico on Facebook is the only one that remembers this. I said NXT is going to be shit going into Mania, because they don't want NXT to embarrass Mania. And it's Mania season, and NXT's been the worst it's been maybe ever.
NXT makes me sit there and go, I don't want to watch NXT anymore.
I don't want to say I am the greatest human being ever and can predict everything while giving a Barry Horowitz. I don't want to say that, but I'm going to think it very loudly. Franielli says, damn, Rob, you either rest a little or at a time or you don't rest at all. Yeah, me and Franielli have sleeping disorders, and I noticed he's Army, I'm Marine Corps. It doesn't matter what branch you served in. If you served in the I was about to say internet infantry. You've served in internet infantry or you've served in the infantry, dude, just your sleep will be fucked for life.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't slept legit. I'm super sick, but I haven't slept like in 48 hours. Yay! Your recruiters don't tell you that. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, do you like your friends? Yeah, they're not going to be in a 10-year reunion. Oh my god, I just...
That is so horrible. Fuck, I feel bad now.
But you gotta fucking... Someone has to speak the truth. And you know what?
That's so fucked up. God damn.
But it's not... Is it a lie?
No. Let's go on to the main event. Let's put me in a better mood.
We already did the main event. Fratelli said, by the way...
I didn't even get to comment on the main event, you son of a bitch.
Alright, we'll end this show with you commenting on it.
God damn it.
Franielli, because, real time's getting in the way.
All right.
By the way, good morning, guys. How are you? We're a little
buddy.
behind on time, but we're still answering as many comments as we can. Thank you, Franielli. Oh, by the way, nice internet infantry shirt. And if you'd like to buy an internet infantry shirt, go to KocoSports.net. That would be awesome. And if you do buy one and you like it, hard times, I understand. We will do a video of answering 5 questions, any 5 questions you have. Marcus Rollins says, huge win. Lucha never disappoints. Another 4.5-star main event. Johnny Mundo and King. That's you. Spanish boy.
Oh, Cuerno.
Tore the house down. And that's what. Now that I have you, I'm just going to pause halfway through his name so you fucking fill it in. Tore the house down in an awesome cage match. Like I always say, Lucha Underground is the best hour of weekly wrestling on TV. And you know what? NXT is shitting the goddamn bed because Mania is coming. Yeah, it's safe to say. It's definitely safe to say. Lucha Underground is getting better and better. Watch out, WWE. I hope for one day.
And again, I want to keep saying, like, tell your friends about Lucha Underground. Hype Lucha Underground. Share their YouTube page. Share highlight videos from it. Everything. Tell people about Lucha Underground. Help it grow, because fuck, it's amazing and it deserves it.
What's with Prince Puma? He's turning into the Brock Lesnar of Lucha. Great point, 40 Corners. Great point. Franielli says, what a way to end that comment, Rob. She deserves a lot of respect for the things she's willing to do to get the storyline over. P.S. I would like to date her. All right.
He's referring to Evilise. Or no, he's referring to
Katrina. Who knows? Like, let me put it this way.
Either.
I see other vloggers, and we're not very good looking. Rob, I'm sure he can get a couple of ladies.
Whoa, hold on.
Okay, calm down there, sexy boom boom. But okay, I'll speak for myself because Rob will be. I am not very good looking, but I see people as ugly as me or uglier in radio or in YouTube going, "Oh, I don't like that girl." Dude, there is not one woman in Lucha Underground, NXT, WWE, or TNA that I would ever kick out of bed. And you're gonna say Awesome Kong? No, you don't. I love Awesome Kong. I would marry Awesome Kong. She's the sweetest human being ever. That's just me. But like, you go on there and you're like, who's a really Kelly's really attractive. Pick a random women's wrestler who's really attractive.
What do you mean? There are tons of really attractive.
Well, just one. Help me.
Evilise.
Like, you'll see, like, fat fucking nerds be like, well, Evilise, she's not good looking because at 36 frames per second, she has a freckle on her left toe. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Or, like, the host will act like they can get better. Like, what?
There are hotter women than her just walking around my street outside.
That's fucking Jerry. Jerry on KocoSports.net. He thinks that there's the Alicia Fox. He thinks Alicia Fox is an average-looking girl for UK girls. And I'm just like, dude, I've been to England. All right? Do they have some attractive ladies? Yeah. But Alicia Fox is not an average-looking girl in the UK.
Alicia Fox manages to look very attractive no matter what the angle is, no matter if it's picture or video or what she's doing.
Oh, she's
a very special level of pretty.
Anyway, we got way off topic. Your thoughts on the main event?
All right, so the main event I thought was phenomenal. Because like you said, cage matches typically feel like it's just a normal match that happens to have a cage around it that they sometimes use to climb up. But for the most part, the most you usually see is someone getting thrown against it or pulled down off of it. That's it. Not in this. That cage was basically a platform to jump off of. It was something to run and jump off of. It was something to climb and jump off of. It was something to use as a weapon. They made it feel like a genuine cage match. Like, back when cage matches were a big new thing, and a cage match meant something. That's what this felt like on Lucha Underground. We get to see Johnny Mundo run off it and kick people. We get to see... First off, I want to say, Anthony Pettis, you've got nothing on Johnny Mundo in terms of flash. But
nothing like pissing off the KocoSports MMA fans. Hopefully they don't listen. You know we run a half MMA blog. Go on.
I know. I wrote an article about Pettis recently. Anyhow. So,
was it the article of how great he was?
Yeah, it was. It was. It was about how awesome he was. So anyhow, the finish, though, for this match, I popped like super hard. That twisting moonsault off the top of the cage was the coolest shit ever. Like, Johnny Mundo never stops to impress me. It ceases to impress me. It's fucking phenomenal. I hope every time someone mentions John Morrison to Vince McMahon that he just gets angry. Like, I'm an idiot.
That would be great. All right, please like, comment, subscribe. Check us out. You can find Rob at SIDUKAL. Is that right?
So close. SIDUAKAL. You missed an A. But I'll also be listed as in the video description, because I do stuff for the video channel now.
All right, no problem. So please like, comment, subscribe. Also check out at KocoSports on Twitter, KocoSports on every fucking platform ever. But most importantly, check out KocoSports.net, KocoSports.net. It's where Jerry fucking pisses me off. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back within the next 24 hours with a TNA review. Maybe a dream. KocoSports dream. Who's with me?
Which, just to say, we've already planned out a lot of the first card, and we are very excited.
And we have a bunch of ideas for new content and new shows, and we hope to improve the blog and the YouTube so that we become your number one stop. We know you have a lot of features, but listen, I'm not saying you don't have to. Please watch other YouTubers, but if they said give the Bella Twins storyline time and haven't apologized, that's on you if you support them. That's on you. Like, I have to draw the line somewhere. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back with an Impact review and probably a lot more shows if real life allows us. KocoSports.net! Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Internet Infantry. And with that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-da.